Hi everyone, my name is Chris Gabert. I'm Webgility's marketing director and an e-commerce veteran. In this video, I'll help you learn how to structure your order management process when launching your e-commerce store. Order management refers to the process by which an e-commerce seller oversees every step of a product's movement through the fulfillment cycle. It can be broken down into three main steps: keeping track of orders as they're placed, picking, packing, and shipping orders, and the last mile experience. By viewing order management holistically, sellers can optimize the entire customer experience and ensure those buyers come back for more. Reportedly, 65% of customers, according to Microsoft, have cut ties with a brand over a single negative encounter, so the order management process can make or break your business. This flowchart shows the typical order process that the seller manages. Contrary to what many new sellers think, the process does not end after the consumer makes a purchase. That's only the beginning, and ideally it becomes a cycle when the customer makes another purchase. When you're first starting out selling online, it's easy to keep track of orders with a spreadsheet or other manual practice. Eventually, you'll need an order management system, but that comes later and it's not something to stress about right now. Right now, you need to find a payment processor if you don't have one already. If you're currently using QuickBooks Payments for your physical point of sale location, you can typically integrate it with your e-commerce store as well. If not, look for a trusted payment processor that's easy to use, reliable, and secure, and will let your customers breeze through the checkout process feeling like their data is safe. You can consider QuickBooks Payments or the native payment processing application built into many existing shopping cart platforms like Shopify. If you plan to sell on multiple channels like your own website, Amazon, and a physical store, then you have to have a plan in place for consolidating all the incoming orders to make sure your inventory stays up to date. This is another task made much easier with an order management system, but it's entirely possible to log into each platform and manually import these orders into your QuickBooks point of sale system on a daily basis. The most important factor is that no order gets left behind. You're probably used to checking out multiple items for a single customer. The only difference with e-commerce is that instead of bringing them into the register, you're packing them and shipping them. It's far less intimidating than it might seem. There are 4 basic picking processes: single order, batch picking, zone picking, and wave picking. The first 2 take only one person who will pick one order or multiple orders at a time. Zone picking requires stationing one person per zone of the warehouse or inventory location and having each person add items from their zone to orders as they're passed through the warehouse. Wave picking puts each picker in charge of bringing items from their zone to one central location, like a picking table. It's simply a matter of complexity and order volume, plus how many hands you have on deck. If you're just starting out, consider implementing a single order picking process. It's the least efficient and least scalable of all the options, but it's also the easiest to implement and the hardest to mess up. One low-tech way to implement this process is to print each order confirmation from your e-commerce site and take it back with you to the warehouse or stockroom to ensure that you get every item from the list. Orders that are picked then need to be packed into appropriate packaging. For example, delicate items need to be shipped in bubble wrap or packing peanuts, and flat items can be sent in envelopes. Shipping carriers can charge based on box dimensions, so it'll be easiest for you to track costs by staying consistent with order packaging if possible. As you're thinking about your picking and packing processes, you'll also want to consider these factors that could influence your shipping. Determine your market. Do you sell regionally, nationally, or internationally? This will affect which shipping carriers are available to you. The 3 major carriers are USPS, FedEx, and UPS, but there are also regional carriers like OnTrack and Lone Star Overnight, and international carriers like DHL. Research shipping carriers and rates. Once you know which carriers you could potentially use, start looking into their typical rates and practices. Do you or your customers require tracking or delivery confirmation? What's the extent of the carrier's insurance? Do they apply extra fees for residential delivery or below minimum pickup volume? Also, ask if there are carrier-provided shipping supplies and if there's Saturday delivery. Choose a carrier based on the products you sell. There may be a carrier that offers the best rate on certain package sizes that you ship occasionally, but has mid-level rates or even high rates on shipping your best sellers. Choose the carrier that will offer the most value for what you sell. You're free to use as many carriers as you'd like for different packaging, but you may want to limit yourself to one or two as you get started to eliminate complexity from your business. Determine how shipping costs are covered. One of the drawbacks of running an online store is that you have to pay to ship your products rather than customers carrying them out of your store. Shipping adds another cost, which has to be built into your operation so you can turn a profit. You must decide whether you'll build shipping costs into the price of the product or if the customer will cover the cost. You may also build a hybrid model where orders over a certain value receive free shipping. Remember, all of these options will require different settings within your shopping cart platform. Compare flat rate and estimated shipping rates. Take a look at your products, especially your best sellers, to determine if it would be more cost effective for you to utilize flat rate envelopes or boxes, which do not charge based on the weight or domestic location they're shipping to, or pay an estimated fee based on packaging size and weight. Set a shipping rate for customers. The rate you pay for shipping and the rate your customers pay can be different, and it's important not to mix them up. Set either a flat rate for all orders or provide an estimated rate for each shipping based on size and weight. Again, these settings can be configured within your shopping cart platform. The last mile experience is just as important as the speed and accuracy of order fulfillment. Customers want to feel cared about, and the easiest way to make them feel more than just a number is to create a positive experience between the time they order the package and the time it's been delivered. At the bare minimum, send order confirmation and dispatch emails and tracking numbers with your chosen shipping provider. These notifications can be configured within your shopping cart platform and with the carrier or carriers you choose. Going above and beyond will build brand trust and customer loyalty. Following up with customers after the sale can unearth issues for you to resolve, and then you can ask for reviews. Research by Bright Local found that 85% of people trust online reviews as much as a personal recommendation, so ensure that online reviews are enabled within your shopping cart platform. You can also nurture future purchases with a personalized thank you note included in each package, or if you have the product margins, a repeat customer discount code. Unfortunately, sometimes part of the last mile experience is the return, but returns can actually work in your favor. If a customer has a positive experience returning an item to your store, they're much more likely to try again because they have the confidence that there will be no hassle if the purchase doesn't work out. How do you build a positive returns experience? By having a clear, easy to find, and easy to understand policy that your team knows inside and out. Include details like timelines, fees, and other conditions so shoppers know exactly what to expect should they have to make a return. Also, offer the customer a refund as soon as possible to show goodwill. As you get more familiar with selling online, you'll settle into a routine and improve your efficiency and key metrics. Like I said earlier, order management systems will keep you organized and on track when you start to increase your order volume, and we're here to automate your process for you when that day comes. In the meantime, keep track of these key metrics. Rate of return, which you can break down by categories of your product catalog. Picking accuracy, which is a percentage that should be as close to 100 as possible to avoid disappointed customers and bad reviews. Order lead time, which measures how long it'll take between order placement and delivery. And customer purchase frequency, which measures the number of orders placed per year or whatever unit of time you choose. I hope these tips have given you a clear path towards setting your order management process with a clear vision and an executable plan and the resolve to beat it. Retailers can weather the storm and emerge from this crisis with a growing e-commerce brand to run alongside their brick and mortar business.